It is March 29th, 2021. It's a Sunday. And it's about 2:30 in the afternoon. It was pretty heavily raining this morning, and I was hoping to get out in the rain, but the weather's turning out pretty good. We still got a lot of heavy clouds in the sky, but the rain stopped. The pavement's wet, which makes for beautiful photography. I love doing street photography in the rain, and I'm trying to get down to downtown Toronto and try to maybe grab a few shots. I was hoping for it to rain, but the sun's coming out. I know. Everybody wants it sunny and hot, but I prefer doing street photography when it's wet, because the wet grounds give you a kind of an interesting, more of a dramatic look, especially if you're going to black and white action. You get the shine off the floor and all that. Also, people are always concerned about getting wet, so they're always hunkering down and they're looking down and they're not looking at you. And you get for more of a photos that are candid, because people are too worried about gotta make a left turn through this to this main intersection, which is Bloor Street, major street in Toronto. Maybe I should have gone through the light, but I like this neighborhood. Wow, the sun's out, and that's Hyde Park. We're looking straight out. That would be a good hike today too in there. Dramatic weather's, it's always best. Oh, look at the sun. Wow. Yeah, so when it's raining, people are always hunkering down, and we're gonna be here forever and ever and ever. We should have gone for a drive into Hyde Park, but alright, I think we're clear. Lots of room. No rush. We're just enjoying the weather. Like I was saying, when it's raining, especially it's raining hard, people who are on the street, they got the umbrellas, they're looking down, they're trying to get to where they're going and trying not to get wet. So they're not paying attention to you photographing. So you can get closer to them and you can get more of a candid shots, because they're never going to be looking at you because they're too busy not getting wet. So that's why I prefer rainy, snowy, that sort of stuff. Snow is a bit of a problem for photography because the snowdrops will cause distraction. If you shoot in a snow scene, you shoot with high shutter speeds, all the snow flakes become like a spot on your picture. So you want to shoot snow at the 60th of a second, so you get like a bit of a motion blur to the movement of snowflakes, so that it shows the wind, and and that creates a problem, because at 60th of a second, human beings walking will be blurred, and you'll be walking, you'll be blurring. So you have to kind of balance the two. So snow is a little bit tricky, and once the snow starts landing around your camera equipment, after a while you start getting snow on the lens and all that kind of stuff, and it's harder to carry an umbrella in the snow for some reason. It just doesn't feel right, because usually it's windy and snowflakes fly around. They hit your lens anyway. So, but it's always exciting. I've had only a few good snow shots, and also, when it's snowing, usually it's cold, and you don't want to be out that long, right? Like half an hour, 45 is tops, and then you say, hey, what, hell with it, I'm going in, done. Whatever I got. But rain, you can usually hang out longer. I remember one time I got caught in a major summer rainfall in New York City, and it was just coming down, thunderstorm and everything, and I managed to get into this park called Union Square, and there was a big demonstration. I don't know what it was about. People were shouting, and speakers, and they were all topless and wet, and I managed to get right in the group and do some interesting street portraits of the group, just because of the rain. People were too worried about the rain to see me right inside, just shooting and just moving in and out, and I could have never done those type of shots if it wasn't heavily raining. So this is on the left here. I don't know if you saw it. This is a zebra, not a zebra. What do you call those tall animals? Alligators? No, giraffes. Giraffe colored building is going to be a condo, but it's been kind of painted and shut down. It used to be a restaurant. I think it used to be a Greek restaurant, if I remember, like a diner type thing. long time ago, and it's been shut for at least 15 years. So they're debating whether to build it or not in 15 years. This is what are we? Dundas Street West and Bloor Street in Toronto. Like Bloor is like a main street, east-west. You know, it is the main street going east-west. It goes through some interesting areas, and also it goes through Toronto's expensive shopping district. So it goes through a bunch of neighborhoods. This house on the right also, it's been boarded up for a long time, and I think they're going to be putting a new condo or townhouses in this section. We're at Symington, where I used to have a studio back in the 2000s. Yeah, it's a very interesting street. At the end of it, not the end of it, I guess in the middle of it, when it joins Yonge Street, that's where you get your high Gucci and Ferrari and all those kind of high brand stores. That's Toronto's Fifth Avenue, I guess. That's what they would be in part of Yonge Street, maybe. Really not comparable. This is a very interesting area. I did a walk around in this area. There's a strip club here, and it's a church right next to it. And I don't know how this strip club is surviving. And I noticed he had a sign on the strip club saying takeout only, which I thought was funny. There was a video that I did walking in this area a couple of weeks ago. Takeout only at a strip club. I thought that was kind of interesting. You just go to strip club just for their food. It's like their burgers are out of this world. Landsdown and Bloor. This is. I did a walk in this area too a while back, but you know what? It was a Sunday, and it was so windy and cold that there was not a single person on the street. It was like -7 and big time wind. There was nobody. I did this walk and I was very chilled, and there was absolutely nobody on the street. It's a kind of an interesting walk because it's usually should be busier than this too, but there was nobody on the street, and it was kind of a very depressing, cold, interesting walk for me. I was shivering. When I got back, I was just non-stop shivering, and I thought, man, I might catch something because your immune system takes the dive when you stay in the cold for that long. And I wasn't dressed super appropriate for the day too, because during the morning it was warmer, so I got fooled into thinking it's going to be warm. So this side of the street, there's no parking. See, there's no parking. It's just bike path. This used to be a 2-lane road where you could park anywhere back in the 80s and drive and pass people. And usually, I don't know if it still is like that or not. You could park all day, but at 4 o'clock, was it 4 o'clock? Yeah, 4 to 6, you couldn't park. If you park, they would tow your vehicle away. So it was always, you had to come on... make sure when shopping, you had to make sure you had to be back in your car at 4 o'clock, or the tow trucks would line up on the streets and take your cars away. I don't know if they still do that, or that was a big thing in Toronto. Like 4 to 6, you were basically the whole city was off limits. You just kept driving. I guess they did that so people could drive faster on the highways, on the roads. But that was a big thing I remember growing up in Toronto, is that wherever you park, it's like, oh, I got to get back to my 4 o'clock was that, I call it the Cinderella hour. It's if you're not back in your car by 4 o'clock, you're going to turn into a frog and your car is going to go missing. And you're going to lose a shoe or something. What that Cinderella story is all about? 4 o'clock was the Cinderella hour. I know Jin's laughing. But yeah, so we're here. Dovercourt and Bloor. A bunch of closed shops. This is very interesting for me. This is like a major street, and all the stores and 1 story. I mean, that building to my left up there has got 3 stories. But if you notice, most of these places have 1 story. Like they're, what do you call them? 2-story or 1-story building? I don't know. I think you call them 2-story buildings. So and we're only about 2-3 kilometers. Those tall buildings, if you can see, they're downtown. That's the downtown. So it's very interesting how this real estate here is only, such a low volume, right? So you got And we're on the major. There's only few subway lines in Toronto, and the subway line is on this line, so this will be very popular. A music store, Long and McQuaid, is to my right, and look at that thing on the left there. That's like interesting. Just what's going to happen? They're thanking the first responders, and people put in Instagram tags on the wall. What a crazy. Yeah, so I think eventually these are all going to be high rises at some point. Toronto is a very big city in terms of how much square feet it takes, but the population isn't that high. Most of the population is spread out all over the place. That's why it's a kind of a city you need a car, because to get around without a car, it will take you forever to run around and get from one end to the other. And the subway is not extremely easy to use. It's only a few lines, east-west, and one north-south line, and that's about it. Where are we? Oh, there's some more condos going up there. I guess those condos would be Bathurst, I think. I don't know what park. There's a park to my left. No clue what it is. But nobody seems to be in the park. The lighting is amazing. I would love to take pictures while driving, but it's not really a good idea. One thing I don't like about driving is that you can't do anything. You can listen to music, you can talk to your friend. Pretty much it. You got to pay attention. You can't stop and take pictures, because the lighting is great. Look at these guys. I could shoot them on the street. Look at those. The skies are great. The lighting is, we got the sunlight hitting the foreground and the clouds in the background. So if you take a picture right now, those background clouds are going to be dark and very dramatic and gorgeous, But you can't do anything. You're just going to look at it without, cameras over there and I'm over here. Hi, camera. That's why I like to be driven around. I think the best luxury is having a driver that you trust. Not just like a random Uber driver that you don't know who they are, what kind of car it is. I think the ultimate luxury in life is having somebody who drives your car. So it's your car, it's your private car, and it's comfortable, and somebody drives you. And then that way you can look around, open the sunroof, film, take pictures. This is the entering Korean area. Little Korea. There's another Korean area in Toronto up north, but this is like a small one that came up. Yeah, I think that is the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Wow. Nice. So I think ultimate luxury is to have somebody driving your own car. And I don't mean sitting in the back and, there's all that stuff. It has to be a regular car that you can sit in the front, sit in the back, has a sunroof. Any kind of car would do. It doesn't matter what kind of car it is. This used to be Honest Ed's, a famous department store in Toronto. Ted Mirvish, I guess was his name. It's a guy. He used to have advertising. He used to give away free food on Christmas and all sorts of stuff. And it's been torn down, and they're putting condos in the place. Yeah. So anybody wants to be a driver, let me know. Just gotta drive nice and slow and let me film. Look at this. This is beautiful lighting. Oh my God. What the hell is going on? The lighting is... Do you see it? I don't know if you can tell with this camera, but the lighting is gorgeous. See, the reason I like the lighting here, because the buildings are lit well with soft light. So there's no harsh shadows, but they're well lit. They're not in shadow. And the sky is not super bright. There's still detail in the sky. You can still see their clouds, and they're not super blown out white sky. So the anyway, with my eye looks good. I don't know how this camera's capturing it, because I did put the exposure compensation to +1 to make the foreground a little bit brighter. So I might have to darken this in post a little bit, but man, the lighting is gorgeous. And I'm a sucker for good lighting. I just love good lighting. I think good lighting in a photo is 90% of the action, and the story is also another 90% of the action. And the styling, the coloring, and the focus, and how much color you put in, and the grading, it's all like 5%. So we got 5%, 95%, and 95%. Do the math, okay? Do you get it? It's like special kind of math, you know what I'm saying? It is correct. It is correct. I can't explain it, but maybe in another video. It's got to be a math point of view math video, but it works. 95, 95. Lighting, story 95, 5%. Crazy. Now I'm driving in the bike lane. I mean, where else can you drive your car in the bike lane downtown? It's beautiful. Am I illegal? No idea. We're driving in the bike lane in Toronto. This could be the thing for the video, the thumbnail. I'm driving my bike. I'm driving my car in the bike lane in Toronto. Come and watch. Ooh, look at that lighting. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at this. Oh, I gotta find the parking here somewhere. Do you think I can find the parking? Hell no. Maybe. Where are we? Can I? Oh, the bike lane ended. Or the bike lane goes over there. I guess I can't go on the sidewalk. All right. Enough screwing around. Okay, so we are here. Where are we? We are at St. George's, and you know what? Am I in a left lane? God knows where I am. This construction is. So anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. I'm gonna go try looking for parking somewhere. If I find one, maybe I go for a walkabout here. Yeah. If not, then I'll drive some more. But anyway, this is a little short video on Bloor Street in Toronto, and I hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you on the next ride. Oh God, there's left lane here. How are you gonna do this? Let's get out of the traffic so people behind me are. Oh, the guy behind me is also turning left. Okay, this guy's doing the right turn. No, yeah, he is. Okay, after this white car, we're gonna make it. Okay, gorgeous light. Oh my God, come on. All right, we're back out.